2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against Sacramento. Well, for Sacramento, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. Coming down the stretch, a number of teams on the playoff bubble. Shaq, what can they do to close out strong?
Well, value not just every game. You have to value every possession.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, you've worked all year for this, so go get it, Ernie. Go out and get it. Grab it, bite it, eat it, go get it.
Wow.
How do you follow that up?
I don't know, but bubble teams, they don't have the luxury of resting players. That's the difference. You know, guys with nagging injuries, you got to play through that if you're on a bubble, because you got to get into that playoff.
Would you like to take a night off?
No.
How about you?
No, I don't like taking nights off. I'd like to play through all my nagging injuries.
Ernie, that's why we have 6 rings up here in this panel.
There's 6 between the 3 of us.
You don't ever take nights off. You play through the pain.
How many do you have? How many do you have,
4?
Shaq? 2?
6.
Right, okay. Stay at a 6. How many do you have? 4 and 2. Got it.
I've got the same number of rings as Kevin Harlan.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against Phoenix. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And guys, we often hear the argument offense is the best defense, and that was the case for them.
Well, you can't really argue when they're executing like that. It was really perfect offense.
We talk a lot about players moving around, trying to create super teams, Doris, but talk about the challenge of coaching a team with all those big-name players.
Well, the first thing a coach has to do is you have got to manage the expectations, and those expectations come from a variety of fields, right? The ownership, the players themselves, and the fan base all have expectations of what they want. So you got to manage that. The other part is great players all have ego. Everybody wants their touches. Everyone wants to feel the basketball. So trying to manage a super team involves an awful lot of things. And let's not forget, players 6 through 10 have got to help your team win as well.
Now Sacramento starting 5. We've got the waiter, and it's Glover in at the small forward position. The pass to Harden. Ball stolen. Second chance shot. The rebound by Harden.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Here's Richardson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And just like that, first lead of the game.
Well, this is how you want to get out of the gate. Set the tempo. Perfect way to open this up.
Here's the waiter. 23 points his last outing. To the right side. Passes it to Samuel. 5 to shoot. From deep, Neal. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Pass to Waters. Lets it go with the 3. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Here's Richardson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated, trying to get a way to stop him.
Waters guarded by Harden. Kicks to Neal. Over Richardson. Neal's shot is off.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Harden outside. Pass to Ferguson. Shot from the top of the key. Neal pulls it in.
Boy, still not quite in rhythm. Just 1 for 4.
Here's the waiter. And there's the pass to Samuel. Here's Glover. Again, the miss by the Kings. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. He told me, honestly, on paper, it's hard to separate these teams. We're similar in so many ways, it's hard to find a real advantage one way or the other. He said he expects this to be a very tight game. Back to you, Kevin.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. I think we could have a tight one on our hands today by the sounds of it.
You know, that's what it looks like. These two teams really are just so similar in so many ways.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. Right on the bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
You know, sometimes it's about gang rebounding, making sure everyone's in on the responsibility to board it. Let's see if it's more of a group effort tonight.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Taking a look at Sacramento. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. Just a couple spots back. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Neal. Richardson covering. Here's Waters. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Here's the waiter. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Samuel. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
Harden kicks to Ferguson. Moves back up. Gugliotta. And another shot. And he drops that one in. Gugliotta's got his second basket of the night.
You know, I like that decision there. Didn't try to do too much. Just kicked it out for the open jumper.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Neal. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. 6 to shoot. Ferguson with the rebound.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
The Kings trail by 6. Passes it to Cross. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Harden kicks to Richardson. Launches a 3. Ferguson misses. Sacramento's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Waters. A three-pointer off the mark.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Pass to Glover. Now here's Neal. Defense right on him. Goes up on the wing. Gugliotta grabs the board.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
At the line, Harden. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Harden hits them both. The Kings trail by 6. The pass to Boone. Here's the waiter. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Passes it to Boone. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Glover. Here's Samuel. Pass to Cross. 4 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him. The Waiters got his second basket of the night. 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Harden up top. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. More and more we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. He hits both from the stripe. The Kings trail by 6. Bell up on top. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Taking a look at some numbers for Matt. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's around 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Bell nails both of them. Gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And there's the pass to Ferguson. Passes it to Cage. No good. Shot missing. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here is Boomer. A 14-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
He gets that one.
Boy, maybe a little bit selfish to take such a tough shot instead of passing it off. But, boy, as long as it's good, he won't hear about it.
Here's Tough Card. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Kings in second.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
33% here in the first quarter. Kicks to Mack. Pass to Cage. From beyond the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. The Kings trail by 7. Pass to Bell. Here is Boomer. The 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Barron. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the left side wing. Passes it to Fowler. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Defended by Bell. It's stolen by Bell. And the pass to Boone. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Bell. Can't get it to fall.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And the call will go against Boomer. That's his first foul. Here's Ferguson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The Waiters got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That one goes in. The Waiters got 6.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
Almost unguardable, you could say, Greg. Skilled at holding the ball so high, defenders can't get to it.
Kicks it to Mack. On the clock. Plays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Passes it to Fowler. Here's the waiter. He's covered by Mack. Here's Topcar. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Here's Cage. No good from outside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Here's Nicholson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
The pass to Cross. Back to Bell. No one near him. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Barry. To the inside, Ferguson makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Now, here is Bell. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's Bell on the wing. Clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. Bell's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Nicholson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Mack. It's deflected, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. That will count. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The home team up 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
Just 31% in the game. On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. They've got Bell. Waiter out there with Boomer. And it's Fowler in at the 3, the small forward. Nicholson passes to Barry. Back to Nicholson. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Kings. The Waiters got 7 rebounds in the game.
Go the other way.
The Kings trail by 3. Pass to Fowler. He kicks it to Bell. Here's Topcar, and there are the Kings with another bucket. Here's Barry. Pass to Ferguson. To the paint. Nicholson in the post. Doesn't go that time. The Kings shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. So they take the lead. And the Kings lead by 1.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now here's Matt. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds. Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
Boomer the pass to Cross. Here's Topcar. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. To the paint. Here's Ferguson. Passes to Barry. Second chance effort. No good on that one. For Sacramento, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Here's Barry. There's the pass to Ferguson. The stupendous finishing trap. Ferguson's got 6. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Kings.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended 3-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
Here's Glover. A 26-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. He can't hit that time. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That's his first foul. Here's Ferguson. He has 6. Kicks it to Richardson. Off target with his 3. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Neal. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Richardson. Drills the 3-pointer. Richardson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
A lot of responsibility, Doris, in being the focal point of an offense. Characteristics that you've seen are shared among NBA players who carry the load offensively for their teams every game.
Right. This is a great separation point to me in the NBA because there are a lot of outstanding players at the level on any given night in the NBA. But, Kevin, there is a select few players who are willing to share the lion's share of the responsibility. Men like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Like, you have to be prepared 82 times per year to step between the lines, shoulder the load, and sometimes when you underperform, to bear the criticism that comes with that responsibility. And Kevin, you know this. That's a select few player who's willing to absorb that.
Good thoughts. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
In the corner, Harden takes the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Glover. It's hauled in by Richardson. Gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Dishes it to Harden. Right at the free throw line. That shot is off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Pass to Waters. Over Harden. Offensive rebound. Samuel. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden the pass to Gugliotta. Richardson gets a wide open look. Neal pulls it in.
And, you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
Al Harden. Pass to Gugliotta. And that one is good.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
Here's Waters. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Harden. The pass to Gugliotta. Richardson for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Glover the pass to Waters. Here's Glover. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The fadeaway. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
A moment now to see the numbers for Richardson. 5th in three-point shooting, 9th in scoring. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Here's Glover. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Richardson, no luck. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to Neal. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Nails the baby hook.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Harden left side. Baseline J on the way. Rebounded by Bell.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Here's Gugliotta. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. It's tipped. Waters guarded by Harden. Passes it to Glover. And the layup falls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Harden outside. To stop the drought, and he nails the jumper. Harden! Sacramento leading by 6. Waters passes to Neal. Missed inside.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Harden with it. Here's the 3. A shot by Gugliotta, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The Kings have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Harden the pass to Gugliotta. Over Glover. Neal pulls it in. Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
Down low, here's Fowler. Tries again. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Pass to Richardson. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now here's Neal. Here's Samuel. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Richardson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Richardson's got 9.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Now here's Neal. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Here's Harden on the wing. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. So it's Sacramento. 4-point game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
I'll tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Max checked in for Richardson.
One shot.
The Kings leading. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Here's Fowler. And nothing is falling for him right now. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. That one is no good. Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Tavkar guarded by Harden. Here's Tavkar. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Harden. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Out left to the wing. Now the pass to Cross. Tavkar guarded by Harden. Offensive rebound. Harden with the defensive effort.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
From about 19 feet. From deep 3-point range. Shot clock at 6. Gugliotta's shot is good. Here's the waiter. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside. The waiter's got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
I think, Greg, you love it when a role player is able to elevate their game. It makes every team better.
They've got Richardson, and it's Ferguson in at the power forward position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Sacramento with the ball. To the left side wing. Glover the pass to Cross. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11. Al Richardson. It's deflected. Here's Glover. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. And here's Harden. And a minute played as the second half gets going. He kicks it to Richardson. Shoots over Neal, and there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Glover. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 7. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now, here's Richardson. 13 points in the game. Kicks to Harden. This one for 3. No good that time. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Neal passes to Samuel. Here's Glover. Passes it to Cross. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Harden with it. 12 points for him. Pass to Gugliotta. Over to the wing. Here's Ferguson. He has 6. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
The pass to Neal. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The three-pointer is right on target.
We saw stellar defense in that first half. It hasn't been close here in the second.
Now, here's Richardson. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here's Glover. Inside. Cross passes to Neal. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for the waiter. He's had an impressive second half of the season, putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Gugliotta. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gugliotta's got 9. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Glover the pass to Cross. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The 9-foot shot, and again it's Sacramento converting.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Harden up top. He's got 12. Neal pulls it in. Neal's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes to Glover. Over Gugliotta. Again, Sacramento. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Harden outside. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
Sacramento leading by 4. Waters guarded by Harden. Ferguson with the rebound.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Here's Ferguson. 8 points for him. Pass to Gugliotta. Lets it go from 14. He's off on that one, so the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Glover. Again, Sacramento.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Gugliotta. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Here's Waters. Cross passes to Neal. Here's Samuel. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 6.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?